Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Funhaus Podcast. I am John Smith, filling in for Armando Torres, who's in Austin filming some shit.
Laser Team 3. It's happening, people.
It's happening.
And theater mode. And immersion's back.
John, you fill in for no one. You're here because this is today it's your show.
And sports ball. I am joined today by three lovely individuals, Jacob Fullerton, Lindsay Warshport,
What's up?
and Charlotte.
Hi. You ever say, wash up?
Wash up.
Wash
I
up.
say wash down.
Wash down.
Anyways, I did not think at all about what we were going to talk about today because I forgot that I was producing this podcast.
That's fine. Nobody listens
about-
to it.
20 minutes ago. So one thing, I don't know if y'all want to talk too in depth about it, but I know that y'all went on a beautiful vacation.
We did.
Oh, it was.
We
it was
did,
very
yeah.
beautiful.
A trip to the.
I heard you drank
went
a lot
to
of rosé.
Nepal.
I did, which
Jacob-
keeps happening.
Jacob went nuts on the rosé.
I don't think I stopped drinking all weekend.
Every
Yeah.
time I poured myself a glass of rosé with the bottle in one hand, my glass in the other hand, I would turn around and Jacob was there.
I'd be like,
I would just look him in the eyes.
Jacob, a few of us took a desert retreat to the Washburn, Casa del Washburn.
To my
Day
family
Washburn.
home.
this was of your design.
Mm-hmm.
What was like? There was an original plan.
Yeah, I was like, hey, would you guys want to go to the desert? It's really quiet and peaceful. My parents have a house.
They have a house.
It's their house.
And I was like, would you guys want to go? There's rooms for y'all to stay.
Mhm.
Rooms indeed.
Let's take a little trip. You can go swimming every day.
Because they were taking a trip and then they canceled it.
Yeah, that's kind of how it started. And then,
Which
but I
that
was like,
sounds better because I feel like everything I've heard about your parents, they're a good old time.
I
think-
like them a lot.
Yeah, they were a big part of the
They were a
trip.
good old time.
Considering it was their house and they were there.
Yeah.
If they weren't there, it maybe would have been a terrible week.
I mean, we would not have known how to turn off or to open anything in that
I was talking
place.
to Rick about this. I'll elaborate
filled-
later.
it's-
But like, it
yeah.
would have been a disaster. I think.
So many light switches. And
Well, and I had planned on us cooking a lot more of the meals, but I very much felt like a little kid.
yeah, it was really funny. They came downstairs and we were all on a couch watching like a Bachelor in
Tombstone.
Paradise or Tombstone. It's
Yeah.
something stupid. And like it felt like being in high school again because they're like, you guys need anything? And,
Aw,
and they're
yeah.
like, okay, we're going to bed, but we'll see you in the morning. I'm going to make pancakes or whatever the hell.
My mom was
And-
like, yeah, I'll
yeah.
make pancakes.
And then I think I said, I was like, the median age in this room is like 31.
Yeah.
This is so funny.
It's all like an upgrade from like the child experience of doing
Yeah.
that, because it's like we're 31 and the house is different
Yeah.
than the usual houses that we stay in.
They have a cool house.
I had a similar thing when I moved back in with my parents before my trip around the world, where
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
suddenly I was getting
It's
dinner every
weird.
night. Yeah,
it's a little odd,
yeah.
but it's kind of like, but it's familiar.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, I could settle back into this.
Yeah.
real easy.
Yeah. I had anticipated that we'd be cooking a lot more meals because that would have been the plan. If we went to like an Airbnb, you plan that. You go, okay, everybody, we're going to get all the groceries. We're going to plan this. But each night my mom was like, we can make this. We can make that. And I was like, what? We can make stuff. But Jacob made an amazing charcuterie
Oh, I did a
board.
charcuterie board.
Oh yeah,
love
Jacob
your
is
charcuterie
known
boards.
for his charcuterie.
He's only
board.
made two, and
I've
they've
only
been
done two, and
bangers.
they've both been for like stuff that Lindsay's doing.
He brought his own
He signed a contract.
board.
Yeah.
He brought his
Took
own
18
board that
years.
was like 3 inches thick of solid wood.
Yeah, my suitcase, which I overpacked because I was like, it wasn't in my brain that like we're just gonna be in a house all weekend. So I overpacked and I had all these socks that I didn't wear
Yeah.
and some shirts and shorts, and a charcuterie board took up half the suitcase. It was the one that I brought to the Super Bowl because the last one I did was for the Super Bowl.
I want to talk about some of the things that were on that charcuterie board.
Yes.
Mhm.
Go for it.
Well,
you
by that
want
I
me to
mean
talk
I
about
want
it?
Jake.
Let's see.
Can you talk about your salami roses?
I made salami roses, and I was so proud. It was really easy, but I was very proud.
Roses, like
Yeah.
you,
Like, did you see the
petals, you
picture?
fold them up.
I
Oh.
should send this to Rick real quick. But yeah, I made little roses made out of salami and pepperoni.
Oh, I have a video of him
Cool.
flipping it over.
Yeah,
He
I'm
was
gonna send
very
this to Rick
proud
right
of
now.
them.
Wouldn't that be like 10 pieces of pepperoni
Yes.
in
Yeah.
one bite?
All of this.
no, you
don't eat
you
the
just
rose.
pull-
Okay.
Yeah, you pull the petals.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's like how you eat a regular rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send it, I have a pretty good picture of just the board, so I'm gonna send it that.
Yeah. I'll send
I
that to her.
usually eat my rose stem first.
You
that's
like to save
interesting.
the
Yeah, it's the
petals
best
for
for
last.
last.
But like it was super easy because it's just like you take like a wine glass and you like fold it over the rim in like a circle and keep doing that, but push it farther in every time you put one in there, and then you just flip it over.
Beautiful.
And then
Oh.
there's a rose. Look, there it is right there.
How about that?
That's so fast.
Cool.
Good job.
Yeah, there's that.
It's
But
so
there's a
good.
bunch of cheese.
There's the swimming pool of red pepper jelly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Kind of looks like a Georgia O'Keeffe painting.
it's beautiful. Yeah, all sorts
Um,
of cheese, lots of crackers,
Yeah.
almonds, some smoked Gouda that I didn't put in the fridge the night before.
It was
It was
soft.
all
So it was
still
quite
good.
soft.
sweating. A lot of goat cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, we ate so much.
I've never felt more disgusting than
My
after we
pants
ate
don't
all
fit
this.
anymore here on Monday. They probably wouldn't have on Wednesday, but
So you remember how when we went to the melting pot,
Uh-huh.
we did that a while back, and that's obviously such an amazing experience. My family likes to do that as well at home.
They have a
It's
fondue.
not. Yeah, we have. I have my own fondue pot too. Actually, should we do that sometime?
we should.
Yeah.
Although I would
Yes,
probably
please.
have to kiss Jacob again.
Oh, yeah, because you kept dropping all the stuff, and you had to
Yeah,
come kiss me on the
Well, you
cheek
remember
every
the
time.
rule that I introduced? You were there when we at the melting pot when I said, "Oh, if you drop your meat, you gotta kiss the person to your
Yeah,
left."
and
or
then I
left."
Yeah.
immediately dropped it and kissed James on the cheek.
That's a rule. It's
Yeah,
a
I
family
went,
rule.
Oops.
Before we even started, they're like, "You're gonna have to kiss the person on your left," and I was like, "Look at this, I don't care." And I kissed Jacob on the cheek, a little peck, and I was like, "Ha ha ha ha!" And then I dropped 3 different things in the pot over the course of the night, and I was like, "Okay,
I know.
let's go to it."
I kept trying to get my meat out, but Charlotte was crowding my right side for all the kisses.
He's soft. I just wanted to get a piece of them cheeks.
I understand.
But
That's
yeah.
why they call me Cheeks, because I'm trying to get Jacob's.
I just splashed water all over myself.
So fondue and charcuterie. Those
Splashing
are
water. Speaking
Yeah.
of splashing water,
Never-
that's all I did all
Yeah,
weekend.
there are just videos of Jacob just full on laid
Floating
out.
in a
around
tube?
the pool.
Yeah.
Not even a tube, just like my own buoyancy.
Well, I part of the not just like they wouldn't want to go on a trip with me otherwise, but I was like, do you guys want to go hang out in a pool for 3 days straight? So that was sort of the vibe.
No, it was awesome. They had a swim up bar, and like we got to watch Arlen try to eat water.
I have some cute videos of her eating water.
Yeah, it
Your
was,
parents have a swim up bar?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like the bar also? Is it just a swim up like counter that you can sit
They're
at?
underwater stools.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
but
that.
were there on the other side? Is there like bottles and stuff?
It's not stocked.
It's not stock. You bring out whatever.
Oh,
you need.
There's a
okay,
fridge
yeah.
and a
So I was
sink,
gonna say
though.
that would be a little too far. I think.
It's a wet bar.
Oh yeah, it would be too.
For lack of a
Okay,
better
there's
term.
a wet bar.
No, but there is a sink and a fridge back there.
In the pool?
No, behind the bar.
I'll show you this picture later of Jacob. I'm not gonna. This
Okay.
one's not for the stream.
Yeah, there's
This
like
one's not for
the
the
bar.
stream.
There's a pool on one side.
mean
On the
the
other
podcast.
side, it's just like
Whatever.
a little indented spot where the fridge is, and there's like,
In the ground?
yeah.
Okay.
Wow. That's
It's
amazing.
It was very cool. It was very cool. I mean, there's definitely more interesting things we could talk about, but I'm just enjoying talking about this. We watched Tombstone.
We tried to
Sort
watch
of. We
Tombstone.
tried to watch
We
Tombstone
were so
twice.
excited.
We
We were just
watched,
talking about Tombstone.
We watched Puka on Hulu.
What is puka?
It's like an original Hulu horror movie.
Apparently, it's part of an anthology.
Yes.
Like Into the
Yeah.
Dark, I think it was called. It came out a couple years
they
ago.
did a few of those, but it's
I didn't
more
watch it.
funny than
I went
creepy.
to lay down in bed every time they watched a movie. I said, no.
Rick and I woke up at 5 to watch a soccer game on Saturday, and then he woke up at 5 on Sunday to watch a soccer game.
And did you take a nap afterwards?
Of course, I took 2. In fact, I woke up and everyone was gone.
Oh yeah, like because you fell asleep outside by the pool, and like I went to go make my charcuterie board, and while I was doing that, I got a call from Charlotte, and I just heard, "Where is everybody?" And I was like, "Oh no, Charlotte's outside still."
It was disorienting, but it was in the shade. It was fine.
Yeah.
Yes, I took a nap. It was a wonderful weekend. We're grateful to Lindsay's parents and to Lindsay
Hmm. And the elevator.
and the elevator.
Elevator?
Yeah.
For when they get older. Because they're going to
It's their
die
ba-
in that house.
Yeah, that's their house.
Yeah.
I would love to die in that house. I almost did because
Well, next time you're out
When I
there.
was floating in
Yeah.
the water, I kept dozing off, and every time I did, I would go limp and sink under the water.
You wake up choking,
I
you
woke up like,
waterboarding yourself.
He was falling asleep floating without a float.
Yeah.
Just
Just like
You needed to put a little noodle behind
I
your
should
neck.
have. It was like I was staying afloat with just like minor movements,
Mhm.
but then as soon as I dozed off, just like
Were you imagining you were up in space in the expanse?
maybe. It felt like I was in space when I got out because I felt super heavy after
Oh,
being in
yeah.
the water for so long.
Yeah, you
Ugh.
went down the
Oh.
well.
Yeah.
He ate so much food, and I remember at one point, I think you said to my mom and my dad, and they laughed, but you said everything weighs less. I can't feel all the meats and cheeses in the pool.
I don't remember saying
Weighing-
that.
Yeah, it was really funny. It was really funny. But
Your
yeah,
mom made me talk in a Scottish accent a lot. That one night.
She did.
Well,
That
now that
was-
we've
Outlander.
now that we've properly scared away all the people that normally listen to this podcast. Oh, there he is, Floater. Basically, if y'all have ever, Jacob, I'm sorry for the comparison, but it
No,
reminded
please
me that if y'all have ever seen the Shamu show. Because they have that little flat,
Little
like
shelf.
one, the
Yeah.
little shallow shelf where they come up onto it.
No, that's what I compared myself to.
Okay,
when
yeah,
we were
yeah.
there. I'm
'Cause
like,
it
I
was
look
it's
like a
more the
whale.
shelf than your figure.
Yeah,
that
because it's not that far below the surface. So when
Yeah.
I'm laying on it, I'm still mostly
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
the
yeah.
water, like a big
Um,
walrus or something.
Anyways,
I was looking at Baja
what was the
shelf.
other thing?
Puka?
Shamu shelf? Is that literally? It's called a Baja shelf.
A Baja shelf?
That's what the shallow part in a pool.
I didn't know that either. I didn't know
Yeah.
that it was called the Baja Shelf.
There was something else we were going to talk about, but I forgot what it is.
There was
Wow.
a dance in Puka. Puka was like, I want to talk about Puka a little bit because it's spooky.
Yeah, spooky
Ooh.
pooky.
I guess it came out 2 years ago, but like it's like a
Old
actor that is just looking for work. He's
Mhm.
just very mild mannered, very quiet, and he gets this gig working as like a mascot for a toy and has to wear this suit and stuff. And like there he is. There's Puka.
Oh,
It's very upsetting to look
Oh, that looks dope.
at. Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Um.
Very low budget.
Yeah.
Very very fun.
But then like you start to wonder like how much of it is in his head, like him going crazy in the suit. There was a dance. What was the dance?
You put your hands up and then
Reach
a
up.
triangle,
Reach up, make a
and then
little
you go
triangle. Make a
out like you're
triangle.
making an offering.
Receive an
you-
offering.
No,
you-
give an offering.
Yeah.
Give an offering.
Spin
Fly
around like
around
an
like a
Spin
plane.
around like a plane.
Anyway,
Sounds
The,
beautiful.
We've kind of fixated on it because the actor went really hard when he's going crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and just like he talks like an old wizard.
he,
when
it's
he's
just Glenn
screaming at people.
Howerton when he does like the I am the golden god.
Yeah, 'cause he's so ordinary, but then like the woman he's dating, his name is like Melanie, but he's like, Christ, Melanie. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, yeah, and then a kid like steals the head to the mascot costume, and he's on the ground. He's like, no, that's me. So we just did that. We just repeated it. It was like what we do with Lord of the Rings. It was
Yeah.
and Tombstone, to be honest. It was
Mm-hmm.
insufferable. Wyatt, I am rolling.
Tombstone's so good. I don't know why we couldn't stay awake the 2 times we tried to watch
Because
it.
we spent all day in the sun drinking.
Yeah.
Look how pink Jacob is.
That's so weird, Jacob, that, that you couldn't stay awake during a slow-ass Western. Have y'all seen Barbarian yet?
No, I want to.
really
Oh
want
my
to.
God. I can't tell you anything about it,
That's what I hear.
but y'all shouldn't even watch the trailer.
That's what I
Okay,
hear.
Just go see Barbarian. It turns out, I didn't know this until I saw the movie. One of my brother's best childhood friends is like one of the people in it.
Skarsgård?
Yes.
Which
Um,
Skarsgård is it? I don't remember.
No, there's a lot of characters
Bill.
that aren't
Bill.
in the trailer because they're not, you
Mhm.
know, like stars or
I
whatever.
remember like I saw the trailer, but I didn't really pay attention to it because like it didn't look great.
Yeah.
And like the trailer was for, like from a producer of The Ring. And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
"What?"
exactly. It felt so obscure. Like
Yeah.
the marketing for it made me not want to see it.
Yeah.
To the point where I just read the wiki of it. I was like, oh, that seems interesting.
Yeah. But you
Um,
still liked it, actually watching it?
Yeah, well, I was high at the time when I read it, so I
Mhm.
forgot by the morning that
Okay.
I had read the wiki. So when I went and saw it, I didn't know what would happen.
Yeah, I do really want to see it because like everyone's been saying it's fun. And stuff.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's from one of the whitest kids you know.
Oh.
I think it's his directorial debut. Maybe he's written stuff before.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you'd recognize him, but it's his first foray into, maybe into directing. But it's like, it's a horror movie, but it's one of the horror movies that are so smart, and there's really good comedy without it ruining the vibe.
Mhm.
You know, it's just so good.
Yeah, I need
So
to see
good.
that. I need to watch some more spooky movies.
Yeah.
I literally Googled because I realized I love horror movies. I avoided them for so long because my experience with horror movies was just like jump scares.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did
And-
too. I like when I was young. I just didn't watch a lot.
Yeah, it just felt cheap.
And then I watched Disturbia.
Yeah, I loved Disturbia. I saw it in theaters opening night with an audience full of people.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the best way to see horror movies
Mhm.
is in a theater full of people. Unlike most other films where all I want to do is be in the dark by myself. But I Googled best horror films of 2018, 19, 2020, and 21.
Oh, nice.
And I legally downloaded all of them.
Of
Well, you
course,
bought
of
them
course.
first.
Yeah,
but
I
then you
bought
wanted
them.
to add them to your Plex server.
And then I bought shirts and merch and the Blu-rays
Yeah.
of all of the movies.
Support those studios.
I realize now, looking at y'all's faces, that y'all have been partying and relaxing and drinking for 3 days straight. So you might not have the highest level of energy for a podcast.
Yeah, I'm I'm tapped out. but
I'm sitting over
I'm
here
here.
talking, and all three of you are just like,
Well, you're talking about horror movies, and I don't watch horror
"Oh,
movies.
you don't
watch
like horror movies?"
Not really
Like
your
the
thing.
most. I mean, I've seen like psychological shit. Like
Mhm.
I've seen fucking Midsommar.
Butterfly Effect?
I've
Oh.
seen
Well, here you go,
Hereditary,
Lindsay.
but I don't like scary movies.
More up your alley. I saw Bros this weekend.
That's right.
The gayest movie of
I
the year.
love-
Yeah, the energy levels are
Gay.
off the charts.
I remember seeing they were talking about Bros on The Bachelorette.
That
Oh,
was,
really?
That was weird.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
that now we can talk about Bachelor in Paradise.
I want to hear
Oh,
about
yeah.
Bachelor in
No,
Paradise.
nobody wants to hear about.
Oh,
Nobody
so-
wants to hear about
Yeah.
that.
The end of the season 19 was bad, and then
Oh.
Bachelorette or Bachelor in Paradise. I'll probably take a peek at that some more.
I'll
just 'cause I've
keep
never
I'll
watched
keep
it.
watching that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna.
It's
yeah,
really,
there-
it's really funny.
There was
It's a
like a
shit show.
tie-in in the end of towards the end of season 19 of Bachelorette, where like was it Billy Eichner, and was there
Yeah.
and
the other
Meatball covered him in
host.
sauce.
Yeah, Meatball covered himself in sauce, and they
Uh,
hugged a lot. I think it's ABC must be involved in the production.
Yeah,
of Bros.
100%.
I definitely want to see that though.
Yeah, me too.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's
funny.
I loved it.
Mhm.
I was like, but it doesn't take a lot for me to laugh. So
Mhm.
I was like cracking up the
Yeah.
whole movie. I heard Elise laugh once. James sat there stone faced with his
Yeah,
mask
with
on.
the notebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even see if he was smiling even.
Mhm.
It was just
James doesn't strike me as an emotive film
yeah,
viewer.
I think Elise told me one time that it was like she was talking about a movie and she said something like James actually laughed out loud. Like it was like it was a sign of it
Yeah.
being, really funny.
Well, I would look forward to seeing it just because I think Billy Eichner is really funny, and I'm
Mhm.
curious to see him in a sincere role.
Yeah.
Because I mean, besides the fact that it's a comedy, but you think of Billy Eichner, I think of A, Billy on the Street.
Yep.
Who
Mhm.
gives a shit about you,
Yeah.
bitch? And B is for bitch. C is Parks and Rec, where
Yeah.
he's
Oh
she
yeah.
dropped me here.
I think about
I'm just doing Billy Eichner bits.
It's a good Billy Eichner.
it wasn't called Friends with Benefits. What was it called?
No strings attached.
Oh, Sleeping with Other People. I've
never seen that one.
That's a really good rom-com. It's a good modern rom-com. It's a bit raunchy. I tried to show it to my parents, not remembering how raunchy it is, and we
Yeah.
had to stop halfway
Oops.
through
Well,
because they do a lot of like sexting and stuff where they're
Mm.
describing things.
did you ever sit in the backseat of a car and make your parents listen to WAP?
No.
What?
Was it the original or was it Ben Shapiro reading the lyrics off?
Oh my
Not
god.
that wet ass pussy.
Uh,
My wife's pussy is never wet.
but it starts out.
It's dry as a bone, logically speaking, because I'm a bug. many bugs.
The
in a
desert
human
sands are
suit.
flowing out.
That's just what it should be.
The premise of Sleeping with Other People is that it's Allison Brie and Jason Sudeikis are each other's firsts in high school or in like freshman year of college. But then it was just like a weird, almost one night stand, like a tryst, and then they parted ways and never saw each other again. And then they reconnect at like Sex Addicts Anonymous or something.
Wow.
Because they both have like crazy emotional issues that manifest through that. So they decide to be platonic friends. And so it's them for like a year being platonic friends. But it starts, or it just cuts to Sex Addicts Anonymous, where Billy Eichner's up on stage just being extremely graphic, and it's beautiful.
He
I
is
might
great.
check that out.
You should check
Yeah.
out his. Have you seen his Hulu show, Difficult People? It's
I've
Julie
heard of that.
Klausner and him. It's more her show, I think, as far as writing goes. But they're the two main characters, and it's like
I haven't seen that.
it's so catty and funny and mean, and it's just like
I love it.
yeah. It's hard to explain it, but like there's 3 seasons, and I think you'd really enjoy it.
I'll check it out.
There's a character that's she's a trans truther, in that she's a trans character, but the character is more about the fact that she believes 9/11 was an inside job.
Oh, God.
And it's so funny. That's representation because it's not punching down. It's
Yeah.
just a character who is trans, and she calls herself a trans truther.
Yeah.
And it's really good, and he plays like really like mild, like a normal person, and not like
Interesting.
screaming.
Yeah. He played in Bros. He's like an angry person, but there's character
Yeah.
to it. Like there's reasons for it that's explored and everything.
Gay people have lots of reasons to be angry.
Yeah, and that's I mean this movie because the whole like the kind of the running thing, it's not the plot of the movie, because the plot of the movie is their relationship, but the running thing that it builds up to in the end is that he's opening.
Why are you spoiling it?
No,
Yeah, don't
this
tell
isn't
us.
spoiling.
Yeah, I don't want to know what he's doing at the end.
I don't really
No, it's
know.
not at the end. It's just an ongoing thing throughout.
Throughout the movie we haven't seen.
But it's like he's opening
No, what is he opening at?
LGBTQ museum
That's
of
a
the
spoiler.
history. It's not a
I
spoiler.
didn't know that.
It's literally the first scene of the movie.
I just thought it was
It's the first scene of the movie. He's talking about opening a museum.
I just thought it was boys kissing.
I thought it was about brothers.
Brothers kissing. pretty cool thing.
I have brothers. I should see it with my brothers.
There's a historical like gay civil rights like landmark in LA that is being heavily branded as a Shake Shack, which has a
What?
homophobic bun supplier.
What?
Yeah. The Black Cat in Silver Lake now has half the building has been bought out by Shake Shack, and it's got huge signs on the side and a top, and it's really awful.
Oh,
they
no.
didn't have to do that.
So wait, what was the place called that it's getting turned into a
The
Shake
Black
Shack?
Cat
Black
is still
Cat.
there.
Okay.
They reopened as like the Black Cat. It was Black Cat Tavern in like
Is it like a
60s
bar?
and 70s. It was bar, but now there's like a gastropub brunch place. It's
Oh,
nice.
okay.
It's good. It's a
So
good
it's
time.
getting
But yeah, but the other
overtaken.
second half, it's the building's split in twain.
got it.
Yeah, it's kind of the West Coast Stonewall.
Yeah, well, that's a
Yeah.
shame. I don't
Yeah.
like when places go turn into these dang.
There's corporatization.
Yeah. It's like yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna expound on my learning. I feel like with public and with y'all, I often speak of how I've grown as a human. I remember,
Getting big and strong.
yeah, but I'm also always growing, and I'm still learning things. There was a few years ago, I think it was in 2020 or 2019, there was a movie, it was like a Christmas movie where Kristen Stewart and this
Yeah.
girl are
Happiest
dating.
season?
I watched that one.
Yeah, something like that.
I didn't watch that. I heard it wasn't good.
I mean,
It was
I watch
alright.
all the
There were-
shitty holiday rom-coms, so I just
Yeah.
expected it to be par for the course.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was. I'm so forgiving with rom-coms that I love every
Yeah,
single one
there
of
was
them.
a lot of discourse.
Yeah. But when it first started, and they were literally in the car driving to the house, I was like, "Damn, this is awesome! There's finally a movie where it's just a gay couple going to visit their family, and it's not like it's just accepted." But then in that ride, she's like, "So by the way, I haven't told my parents," and I was like, ah! And I was frustrated the whole movie because I was like, aren't we
Yeah.
past this? And then in the end, there's the monologue from Eugene Levy's son where...
Oh yeah, he's in that movie.
Yeah, he's like the...
Like his actual son?
Yeah, Eugene Levy's-
Dan Levy.
Dan Levy.
I love
where
him.
he
Who
gives
is
the whole
gay.
monologue
Who's gay,
about...
yes.
the whole monologue about like how everyone comes out in their different way and everything they go through and everything. And I was like, it didn't even sink in until like a month after I saw the movie that I was like, we aren't there yet. So the Bros does a lot where it touches a lot on like, even though, you know, not sexual deviance. What's the
Okay.
Well, I'm thinking deviations. But
You mean like
the
very-
sexual
than what
spectrum.
used to be considered like normal.
Yeah, that it's
Yeah.
now at least in the like mainstream or whatever. I don't know how to speak.
I think I understand what you're
is that
trying to say.
it's accepted and that people of different sexualities are being embraced, but it's still not equal. And a lot of the older people, like Billy talks about it, it's like he's like they have what did he say? He's like they have all this great stuff today. We had AIDS or something like that.
Oh.
And it deals a lot with
Yeah.
like, you know, that all that stuff from the past. It's still present today,
Mhm.
basically, which is something that, you know, I don't experience that on a daily basis.
Right.
So I don't know.
I
Open
do
your
wanna see
eyes,
it.
people.
I do want to see it. Maybe I'll see it this week.
And
I
your
feel like
wallet.
I haven't
And
seen
go
like a
see
comedy
Bros.
in a theater in a long time.
I
Feels like-
really loved it. I love some.
I don't go see movies in the theater though, so I'll probably just watch it at home.
I'm an A-lister now. I need to go to the movies more.
What's an A-lister?
Do you want to
like an
AMC Stubbs
AMC
A-lister? It's kind of an exclusive club.
Yeah, you think you get like a few. What's it like? A few free movies.
You get
like
3 free movies a month.
a month.
Oh, so
It's
it's a
Movie Pass.
subscription service.
Yeah, it's their movie pass. It's actually pretty good, especially because like, as far as LA movie theaters now that ArcLight is gone,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I prefer it to Cinemark. There's no Regencies close by.
Yeah.
Is the big one in Burbank that has like the Atmos? Is that an AMC?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
there's
2
two.
AMCs in Burbank.
Yeah.
I am
And they're
getting the AMC.
I think the last movie I saw in theaters was Batman,
Like the
The
Robert
Batman
Pattinson
which
one?
is this year, by
Oh,
the way.
Batman. Yeah, it was like February.
I
or
fucking
March.
can't believe that. Yeah, it
It
was
is
in.
crazy.
Oh
like
man,
beginning
yeah.
of
Time
March.
flies?
What's,
Or are you saying it was so long ago?
It was so long ago, and also I feel like, I just went to see a movie, but no, I'm pretty sure it was Batman in March.
I tried to think yesterday of a single movie that's in theaters, and I came up short because the last 2 movies I saw in theaters are Avatar (parenthetical 2009)
Yeah.
and Jaws. 1978,
Yeah.
77, 78. I just like they both
What
came
is
back
in
to
the
the theaters
theaters right now?
recently.
It felt great.
and they were
though.
both in 3D. It was
With-
super
yeah.
fun. But
Wait,
yeah.
they made the original Jaws they converted it to 3D?
Yeah, it was like a little weird in some parts, but it was pretty fun. I thought I bought tickets for IMAX. I did not. It was regular 3D.
I think it might still be going, right?
Yeah, I
'Cause
think so.
really wanna see it.
Highly recommend seeing it in a theater because if you've seen Jaws, like you know the part, like you know what's coming, but you know the part with the face in the boat.
Yeah, underwater.
It happened, and I knew it was coming, and like the girl I was with had never seen it, and so I was excited for her to see it. And then the shock happens, I jump, it gets me, and and another woman in the theater did the most pitch perfect movie horror scream. She was like, and so much so that it sounded like it was part of the mix. It was so loud
That's
and
so
so
funny.
perfectly timed. And someone's like, did they add
Yeah.
that to like instigate a scream? It was like, because it's Jaws is the first blockbuster.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kicked off what our summer movie season is now, and so it was like, and Christmas, I guess. But it was like so cool to see it in theaters.
Yeah.
It was awesome. But we should talk about getting Barbarian tickets.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
absolutely.
I
Yes.
want to play a little mini game before we go to break,
A
which I
mini
think will be
game?
fun.
By the way, if y'all do go, I'd be down to see it again.
Barbarian
Okay.
again?
Yeah.
I want to list the movies that are playing at like a movie theater that are near us, and I want you to tell me if you've seen it or if you're gonna see it.
Or if
Okay.
you even know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Smile.
No.
I want to see it, but I don't think I'll see it in theaters.
I'm not seeing it in theaters.
I heard it was good.
It looks too much like the Truth or Dare stupid smile.
Oh yeah.
Remember that horror movie where like they play Truth or Dare and then they have a big dumb CG smile on their face? It's really
Bros.
funny.
I'm gonna skip
I
it
wanna see
because you
Bros.
I
said
would like to see Bros,
Yeah,
but I
they-
probably won't see it in theaters.
I'll probably watch it at home.
I gotta
The
use
Woman
that to stay
King.
the A-lib.
I've been hearing mixed things about The Woman King. It sounds like it would be good in theaters.
Yeah.
I'm more of a fan of King Woman, a metal band that my
Okay,
friend.
is that like a Fathom event that's coming?
It is. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Jacob?
Woman King? Maybe.
Don't worry, darling.
No.
Nah.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm gonna read the wiki
It's
of that
like
one.
Yeah.
a movie. That's a movie. It's
The-
like you go to the movies.
I might watch it if it comes on like if I see it. on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
HBO
yeah. I
thing,
mean,
and
it'll be
oh yeah, I
streaming
gotta
soon.
see what that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I feel like if there wasn't all the drama around it, no one would give a
The trailer
one
was
shit.
interesting.
Yeah.
But
here's
I
Avatar re-release. You already saw that.
Already
Jacob
saw
did
that.
too.
It was fucking awesome.
I'm not gonna see it.
In IMAX. It
The Good
rocked.
House, which I've never heard
The
of.
even know
Good
what that
House.
is.
Yep,
Is that an HGTV show?
it's a movie. I don't know who's in it. It's hard to see.
Nope.
See How They Run.
I already
What's
saw
that?
it.
Oh, I heard that
What
was
is that?
good.
I once again loved it. I should not be a movie critic because I'll give everything 2 thumbs
I
up.
always find something to like usually.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not often that I see a movie and I go, didn't like that.
Yeah.
I think Thoroughbreds might be one of the last ones I didn't like.
Oh, it's a comedy.
Moonfall.
See, I even liked.
Well, yes,
Thoroughbreds.
Moonfall is truly awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few more. Barbarian. You all said
Wanna
that
see
you're
that?
gonna see
Yeah.
that. Bullet Train. That
I wanna
one.
see that
yeah, I
still.
wanna see Bullet Train.
I have bought 2 tickets for Bullet Train and then missed it.
Oh my God! How much money are you gonna spend on this movie?
I
if
love
you're an
Brad
A-lister,
Pitt.
you just cancel the reservation.
Pearl.
Oh, I forgot the first
Pearl
time.
is a
Oh.
prequel to X.
I hated. I
A24?
walked out of X because it was such a
Wow.
nothing movie.
Because it was such a what?
Nothing movie.
I heard people liked it a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people liked it. It literally is just they're filming a porno and then every now and then someone walks off and then gets killed. Like that was the entire movie. There was
So
nothing else to it.
This is an
I felt.
origin story for a horror movie. I think they did another one too. I think there's 3 movies that were shot together.
What, Pearl?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it was all the
Thrills and
same actors
Chills
in the same
is
set.
what it says.
She
Yeah.
plays the Pearl character is an old lady in X, and it's played by the same lady. Of
Oh,
Pearl.
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's fun.
Okay.
Moon Age Daydream.
I want to see that. That's the
I don't even know
Bowie
what that is.
Bowie.
documentary.
Oh
Hollywood?
yeah.
I kind of want to. I kind of want to get stoned and go see that.
Mother
That's
Teresa.
You should go
No
see it
Greater
in-
Love.
You should go see it at the Alamo.
A must see.
Hold on,
That's
back to
it.
Bowie. You should go see Bowie at the Alamo because the pre-show will probably have a lot of cool
Bowies.
stuff that will provide more context to the documentary.
All right.
That'd be cool.
That's
Kissed
it. Those are all the
nothing
movies that are in the theater.
What was the one
nearby.
that you said? That,
Mother Teresa, whatever.
fuck no, Mother Teresa was a terrible person.
Yeah, she was kind of a bitch.
She is. She's remembered as this
Yeah,
benevolent person.
perfect lady.
She believed that like suffering was life and that all people should suffer. Like no joke. Like she took care of like the feeble and stuff, but didn't feed them or something. Like,
And with that, here's a word from our sponsors.
thank you, Lindsay. Now, today we have some special sponsors. That's right, we didn't sell any ad space. So we're going to be promoting our own shit. First of all, this Friday, Drunk Stream. Check it out. It's 2 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be spoopy. There's going to be a lot of games. There's going to be a lot of drinking. There's going to be maybe some murder. Ryan Haley, you've heard it here today. Ryan Haley will not survive the stream. It's a spoiler. Don't tell Ryan. Anyways, we also have 2 wonderful podcasts. One called 30 Morbid Minutes from Elise Williams and Jessica Salami, where they just talk about weird ass shit, man. It's really cool. They talk about, animal cloning, haunted houses, the Victorians' obsession with death, different things like that. So if you like, just random interesting shit, Elise and Jessica look into that stuff for you. So it's a great resource for some fun listens. And then on the other side of the spectrum is Ship Hits the Fan. Well, actually, I guess they're not on opposite ends. They're kind of similar because Ship Hits is about shipwrecks. That's right. Every ship that's ever gone down has a story behind it. and they're here to tell that story. All very interesting, all very cool, all very nautical. If you ever watched that cartoon Flapjack, it's basically that, except real world accounts of Flapjack. And also Bill Murray's brother isn't a pirate. Anyways, take it away, John. And we're back. Man, those are some great ads. Am I right?
I want to
love
buy
ads.
all of those
Yeah.
and use
Sponsor us.
all the codes.
Such a great setup too. The green screen, what we do with our ad reads.
I like those
just
backgrounds.
beautiful.
Aren't the podcast reads done on the set?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Those
Oh
ones are
yeah.
really
I
sweet.
have to read podcast reads today.
Hey, tune into a different Funhouse video if you want to see some green screen ad reads.
Yeah, I was. Man, I did that last Hitman video, which was really fun and really good.
Yeah, that was great.
Ryan stole the show with a MeUndies ad read.
Oh really?
Where like in the beginning it changed, but like half the comments were about Ryan doing a commercial, and I was like,
Yeah.
he's too good. He's too good because he literally gives himself a wedgie and he screams like a used car salesman.
Oh my
and,
God, I
like, he
haven't
like
seen
pulls
this.
it
Me
up
either.
out in front of him and
I'll
like,
watch the first
he
version.
does a great job.
Ryan
selling
does a
the
good
product.
angry ad read.
He
That
does.
makes you want to actually use what he's
But
talking about.
I was like trying to like get feedback on the video I edited and
Yeah.
produced, and I was like, I can't. This doesn't matter to me. It does. I'm wearing MeUndies all the time. I'm wearing a
think
bralette
I'm
right
wearing
now.
I'm wearing
now.
some right now. They're Christmas ones.
Let's all look at our underwear.
Purple.
I have a different
Mine have like birds
former
on it, like
underwear
tropical
sponsor.
birds.
Yeah, mine got reindeer and stuff.
Jacob's not wearing Destiny gear except for his shoes. Never mind.
Yeah, the
Okay.
shoes.
Yeah,
He always
how
has
dare
one.
you? There's
Always
always
has
one. If you can't see it, it's my underwear.
Yeah. And he's got that those fake earrings.
Yeah. And a ring.
Yeah.
And some other shoes.
The pinky ring.
I wanted to talk about some games.
Video games?
Yeah, some video games.
love
Okay.
video games.
Before that,
Oh, geez. All right.
Yeah,
these
hold your
videos come
horses,
out on
okay?
Thursdays, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Oh.
Put me on this camera. Tomorrow, Halloween drunk stream, 2
Yes.
p.m. Pacific. Tune in. It's gonna be lit.
Don't forget to remind everybody at the end of this podcast too.
I'm gonna. Yeah. But yeah, continue.
But
What video games?
well, I want to talk about a couple things because I know that you set up a server for a game. I'm about to start hosting a game, and I'm playing another game on my Switch.
Oh.
So I want to talk about Dreamlight Valley, Disney's Dreamlight Valley. I just started it yesterday.
What are the thoughts?
I mean, it's kind of cute so far. I don't think I've gotten too far into it. I haven't
Is that
been,
on
like,
your Switch?
Yeah, well, I think you can play it on anything, but it's like it's Disney Animal Crossing is the vibe. With like a little bit of, more storytelling probably. But I'm still in the very beginning. But I'm curious if anybody who's watching or listening has played and like what they think cuz I've mostly just seen it like come up on random TikToks.
Can you marry anyone?
I don't know yet.
Can you
Yeah,
marry
can-
like Ursula?
Can you marry Ursula?
Can you marry Scar?
Wait,
You
you can't
married
get
Jiminy
married in Animal
Cricket?
Crossing though.
Yeah, but
You're thinking of Stardew Valley.
that's true.
Did you ever play Stardew Valley?
Yeah, I love Stardew Valley.
Anyways, so the other thing is I'm going to they came out with another Terraria update. Was I
Oh
talking
yeah,
about this?
you're saying. Oh.
Labor of Love.
Well, I
They
feel
said
like
the
we're
other
not
one
going
was
to
the
be.
last one.
I feel like we're not going to be into Satisfactory for a long time. So I say we spend some time in Satisfactory making things, and then afterwards we do Terraria.
I don't know. I think I'll be in there for a bit.
Yeah.
I want to get
Satisfactory.
back into it. Yeah, because they added like all sorts of combat stuff in update 6. That's
They
why
did?
that's why I
Wow.
re-downloaded it. It came out last week. They did a huge combat update.
Well,
But
we're
they're-
talking about
they're just-
Satisfactory right now. For this.
I just smack everything with my little taser.
Yeah, but they added in different like ads and like
Oh really?
Like
yeah,
monsters
and
and
like
stuff? That's
yeah,
cool.
and you can like do like ranged stuff.
So were there not monsters before?
There were monsters, but
Oh.
you would just kind of zap them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
I
were
don't
like
remember
a few.
barely ever playing it.
Yeah, there were
I
some
played a
creatures that
lot
come
of
out
it
shit.
during 2020,
Mhm,
late into the
same.
night.
I
setting up different
listened to,
assembly
like,
lines.
all of Shadow of the Hegemon. Or no, it was Ender Shadow when I was playing it.
Mhm. It's a perfect game for doing other stuff
Yeah.
while you play it.
Yeah, it's a good chatting game because
Yeah.
you're doing tasks. Patrick likes to say that I like two kinds of games.
Homework.
Homework
Oh, I
and
love
like
homework games.
soft gay narrative.
Is this Hitman?
Hitman, yeah, Hitman is a gay icon. I mean, yeah, there's some things you can do at the Berlin club level that are shocking.
Oh my god.
How much have you done in Satisfactory already?
In the server?
Yeah.
Just it was only Rick and I on like Wednesday night before y'all left on your trip.
Okay.
And I just got like I got the like initial mining and processing set up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So like I just have a bunch of like wire and
I'm curious to give it another try.
I'm excited.
I mean, I want us to get to at least like coal power. Because you can get coal and
I
like
don't have context for what
hydroponic,
that means, I guess.
like
but-
like a factory that runs on coal.
Well, yeah, I know what that means. I don't know how the context
Lindsay, like a
of how
train
much work
that runs on
takes.
cool.
A decent amount,
Okay.
but not too much.
But
I
isn't
think you could do
solid
it pretty quickly.
biofuel lasts
Could
forever?
I do it in one day?
Probably, but it's a lot of work. But yeah, you could do it
Is
in one
it?
day, probably.
No,
Okay.
you can't do it in one day.
For context, Satisfactory is like a sort of survival, mostly like logistics simulator
Yeah.
where you play first person as a character. It's not isometric top down.
It's kind of like
And you-
Factorio.
Yes, it's like basically like 3D realized Factorio. You are on the ground. You drop on an alien planet working for a dystopian company because every game dev hates capitalism. Hell yeah. But it's from the devs of this Goat Simulator.
Yeah.
Oh,
Coffee
really?
Stain. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because they made so much money on Goat Simulator.
Oh yeah. They can just do whatever the fuck they want.
I know,
man.
and like that game was fun. It was a great little game, and then
Some
they
good
made
moves.
this, and I think it might even still be in early access, but they do these big title updates, so it's almost like a free games as a service
Yeah.
That's cool.
for now,
It is. It is still in early access.
and it's really good. Kind of buggy. Rick and I
Yeah.
kept getting stuck in trees, but
well, I have a
really good.
chainsaw now, so that's.
Oh, good. I like the
I like
chainsaws.
that. Like if you join in on the server, like you're kind of at the same level as everybody. Like you don't have to like
Yeah, yeah.
grind
Well,
up.
yeah. When I started playing, you couldn't have a server. It was just local
Yeah.
hosting.
Yeah.
So it was tough to like keep
yeah.
things going.
This has it. So yeah, the tier like with the because you basically you unlock stuff by creating the resources that it requires and submitting them, and those are server based.
Yeah, you
So
really
like whoever
research.
joins the server, everything that we've unlocked is unlocked for them.
Yeah, which is
Ah.
very, very.
I think you'll like it, Lindsay, because it's a lot. It's basically
sure,
all
yeah.
organizing and building.
But
and-
you should
When
get
I
in sooner
tried-
than later.
Yeah, the
'cause
thing
it's gonna
is,
get confusing.
when I tried to play the last time, I think Omar had just already had so much already
Oh
done.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
To
was
where
what
I was like,
yeah.
what's the fucking point of this?
yeah,
What am I
Omar
doing?
went nuts.
Which I love it. If we can play a game where Omar's gonna be woo like in it, then I'm down. I just want to be
Yeah.
there in the beginning.
I've got a few games where I got Omar all to myself.
Yeah, Monster Hunter.
Yeah, Monster Hunter's one of them. I got to get him back into Destiny, but he'll do it.
Omar.
And wherever Omar, I know you're
I'm trying
watching.
to think of any other games.
There's another game that they just announced last week that will be free to play for everyone.
That's right.
Sims 4.
Oh,
They're making the base
yeah.
game free.
Free.
That's so cool.
Well, if you want it, I mean, obviously, yes. The goal is for people to be like, "This is fun," and then try to like get them to buy expansion packs.
Didn't they
but
add up? Someone added up the cost.
It's like
if you
a
were to buy
grand.
all of the
It's
expansion
it's a
packs.
grand. It's about a grand.
Oh my god.
How many of those
Damn.
expansion packs do you own?
Okay, she's checking. Maybe
Checking
we
her-
should talk about
she's,
something else
yeah,
in the
she's-
You talk
meantime.
about something else. Talk about another
I think we
game
are gonna have a
coming out.
brief stint in Red Dead because we watched Tombstone
Yes, and drove through the desert.
and drove
Yeah.
through the desert. And there's some cactuses,
Oh,
some cacti.
the thing, real quick, when the first Red Dead came out, or not the like
Red Dead
whatever,
Revolver, yeah.
Red Dead Redemption.
Sure.
When it came
is
out,
so
it was
cool.
right when like my family had moved from Ohio to Arizona, and I went there the first time, and I also had just played the game, so I was like, this is 12 years ago, so I was like, I'm cool in the desert.
Yeah.
Like
You're just walking like this everywhere.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's just like Red Dead.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
You were James. You were what's his name?
John Marston.
John Marston.
Yeah.
James Marston's the Sonic actor.
Yeah.
And the actor
Jan
in
Marston.
Hairspray,
Jan
Cyclops.
Marston, yeah.
Westworld.
Enchanted, Westworld.
yeah.
Yeah.
Many other things that preceded Sonic. I don't know why.
Sure,
Sonic was
yeah.
the first one I
He's
thought
the
of.
actor in the one scene in that
He's an anchorman.
Instagram post
He's
by
not-
Gal Gadot.
Imagine.
Yeah.
When they're
Imagine.
singing.
They're
He's
singing.
in that.
I wanted to
Man,
die.
no one's more disappointing in that video than Kristen Wiig. But I'm like,
Oh, Chris.
Yeah. Come on, Wig.
imagine all The PPP loans.
I have been playing my 3DS lately.
Okay,
Oh,
go off.
go back.
I played Professor
Chat?
Layton,
Oh, okay.
which was great. I've gotten really into horror movies lately, something I never did, and I've gotten really into puzzle games, something that I never did growing up because I just wanted instant gratification.
Yeah.
Professor Layton is great, and it's so lovely. I love the characters.
He's got the little hat, right?
Yeah. I would highly suggest it. I know there are some. I think they converted the Diabolical Box, which is one of the DS titles, to mobile. It's like Diabolical Box HD. And for those of you, mobile gaming has come a long way. I know I talked about this a few months ago, but point and clicks puzzle games, perfect for mobile because your finger points and clicks. It's a points and clicks.
That's true.
I need
wow,
more- I need
that's
more
most
games.
of what I do all day on my phone.
Yeah.
Pointing and clicking.
I need more games on my phone.
So Professor Layton's great for that.
I love that they're called mobile games, where it's just like on my couch, don't want to go to my computer
exactly,
games.
yeah.
Literally sitting in front of a TV with an Xbox and PS5 hooked up, and I'm like, I
But you
think
want to
I'll
lay
just
down.
yeah.
But,
I'll play on my phone.
Professor Layton, I'll have to try that.
Now I'm finally playing through Majora's Mask.
For the first time?
Yeah. Well, I
Ooh.
started it a few times in like 2014. And my friend loaned it to me back in the day in like 98 or whatever. But I wasn't even able to get through the first 3-day cycle because I foolishly thought that you had to beat the game.
Oh, in like a certain amount of time?
Yeah, in that amount of time, and it just stressed me the fuck out.
That's
It was
what I
like-
thought when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's why I can't play what's it called? Dead something, the Rockstar where it's ridiculous zombie where you're in the
Or like
mall.
Dead.
Oh,
Why can't I think of
Oh.
it?
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't play Dead Rising either because it was just
I
constantly
mean, that
counting
shit
down.
sucked. That was like,
Yeah.
they took it out in the subsequent titles, I think. But like,
Yeah.
that was like, they give you, it's like, you can combine all this stuff into crazy zombie killing machines. Also, there's a clock constantly counting down.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
you misunderstand the sandbox aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too stressful. Just
That's
like,
why I didn't like the invasions in Deathloop. I was like, this is totally upsetting the way I play this game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which for some people they liked it, but like that's not why I played Dishonored. That's not why I played Prey.
Yeah.
I like the clockwork.
Yeah.
I don't like Agents of Chaos.
I played Prey when I think maybe it was before I left the country. But I know that you love Prey.
Mm.
I fucking loved Prey.
Okay. Whew.
So much. And it's been long enough. I think I want to go back and try to
Yeah.
do a different
Yeah,
style.
it's tremendous. There's also like different difficulties where like if you fall from a great height, your leg is just broken.
Oh, really?
Sort of. So like your health doesn't refill all the way, and like there's environmental like Far Cry 2 level stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, yeah, you know it. There was a Prey mug here at the office for the past couple of years that came in like a care package in 2017, and then the other day I was like, "Fuck this," and I just took it home. I was like, "I'm the one that drinks out of this all the time. I'm the Prey girl."
I haven't played Moon Crash.
Moon
yet.
Crash is good. I'm not really a roguelike person.
Mhm.
What's Moon?
It's a
Crash?
roguelike
the
DLC
DLC.
for Prey.
Oh.
Where you have a crew of 4 or 5 with different skills and attributes
Okay.
on a base on the moon. Well, actually, you're in a space station orbiting the moon, and you have to like go into the like memories of the people on the station, which has been like broken,
Yeah.
and get them all off in subsequent runs. But the longer you spend in the world, between the 4 people, you get one off, you switch to the other, or one dies, you switch to the other. The longer you're in there, the more unstable the simulation
Ugh.
becomes,
Mm.
and the more creatures seek you out. And there's literally something called a moon shark, which is just like
Oh,
a
that's
creature
scary.
that burrows under the ground around the
Oh,
surface
God.
of the lunar surface.
Oh god.
It is really, really cool. Moon Crash is cool.
Okay,
I just
I gotta
wish I
check it
were
out.
more of a
Yeah.
roguelike person, because like sometimes I'll get really into one like Hades, but then other times I'm just like I can't get attached to this.
I always
Cells
start
also.
them and then Even after just a few cycles, I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
gonna-
I'm overrun with games right now. I want to go back to Cyberpunk. I finished Edge
Oh, me
Runners.
too,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm
Are y'all
playing
gonna-
God of War in preparation for the new one.
Yeah.
It's too many games. There's too many games.
Okay.
That,
So, thank you for your patience and for enduring me being on my phone.
Oh, I totally forgot about.
There are a total of 42 expansion packs.
That's
Expansion packs are like a bunch of stuff in the game. There's like 4 tiers of expansion packs.
Okay.
There's expansion that adds a ton of gameplay. There's something that just adds like a couple. There's like another one below that.
Cosmetics.
No, that's the lowest tier. It's just cosmetics and like furniture, a couple pieces.
Baby Yoda.
There's stuff packs, which is like a lot of furniture, and then like I forget what the second tier is called, but so basically there's 42 total expansion packs, game packs, stuff packs, and
Okay,
kits.
just tell me how much money you've wasted on this game.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't pay for it.
oh, yeah.
Oh, did you get them all through like Cow Chop or something?
Got them all through work.
Through here?
Hell yeah.
So there's
We've been
42
funding your Sims diction.
expansion packs, and I have 29 of them.
Wow.
Ooh, you almost got them all.
Yeah, you only need 13 more.
You just got to make a bunch more Sims
The
videos.
most expensive one is the expansion packs. There's 12 of those. Those are $40. And then it goes 20, and then it goes
40
Damn.
bucks.
10, and then it goes 5.
Jesus
Goodness
Christ.
gracious me.
God, just wait till they add in like NFT Sims. It's gonna cost like $200K.
That actually.
Anyways, that's the end.
That
Yeah.
is one place where the NFTs kind of make sense with Sims, because what if Mariah Carey? They put Mariah Carey in the game, but only one person can have
Only
Mariah
one
Carey
person
in
can
their
Mariah
house.
Carey. I'm sold.
Yeah, like think about who's someone you love.
Probably Mariah Carey.
You like Mariah Carey? Well, then imagine. Mariah.
Yeah. Imagine
Wow.
you're the only person who can get Mariah Carey stuck in your pool.
I know someone that used to edit for Mariah Carey when she made Christmas specials a few years ago, and she's only like up from the hours of like 2 p.m. to like 5 a.m. I think.
What?
like,
Really?
Yeah, he would have to like edit on her schedule, and she would sit in the editing room. Apparently, once he was editing, and she was behind him with her hands out with 2 different manicurists working on her, one on each hand,
Whoa.
giving notes, and it's like, wow,
That's the life.
that is a nightmare.
All
That
right.
sounds terrible.
Well,
Well, not for her.
It sounds terrible for her too. I don't want to.
The 2 manicures.
Two
though.
manicures
my
at
hands.
once?
Same
well, they
If I'm
probably
getting a
aren't allowed to
manicure,
make
I'm
eye
gonna check on my
contact.
phone.
I
Oh
want
yeah,
it- I
yeah.
want it fast.
Absolutely not.
I want 2
Fast.
pedicurists as well.
Next time I'm giving notes on a video, I want to be there.
I want to be like
Do our nails.
I want to be like Vincent D'Onofrio when he's got all the hooks in his back and he's hanging, and they've got people doing my, and I'm just like, people doing my hair too.
speaking of Vincent D'Onofrio,
Oh,
him and Marissa Tomei.
okay.
Is she the new
Aunt May.
She's
Aunt May?
Aunt
Yeah,
May,
yeah.
She was.
They're in a rom-com from back in the
Spoiler
day
alert.
that I really liked. Just bringing it back
They're
to
in a new
rom-coms because
rom-com?
I love rom-coms.
Yeah, I mean, me
Yeah.
too.
It's
When-
where he claims to be from the future, and she's like, okay. And that's basically the premise of the movie.
The cool thing about Vincent D'Onofrio is that he's an insane guy.
Oh yeah.
He's
I love the thing that you discovered before he like went on and deleted it, where he like hit on Alana.
he
over
just
Twitter.
tweeted her name. He just said Alana Pierce.
What the
It was
hell?
very
like
strange.
tagged?
Yeah, but I think
Oh,
there
no,
was
there was
like
more to that.
there was
What
other stuff that was
goob.
like really weird, and I think he made her really
He,
uncomfortable
like, yeah.
or something. I don't know. That it's just like bad vibes.
What I remember was that like in the middle of the night at like 3 a.m. he tweeted her being like, "You're such a phenomenal woman. I just discovered you. You're so great." And then like 45 minutes later he went, "Wow, I've never been ignored like this. This is a new chapter in my life," or something like that.
Oh
well,
my God.
he's I don't he does not do well online. He posted
I think he was on
something-
Ambien probably.
And he's in a new
Probably a lot of
rom-com
Ambien.
that's coming out?
No, this is an old one from the
Oh,
80s or
okay.
90s.
He was in Hawkeye.
Was he?
Yeah.
I mean, as Wilson Fisk.
Oh.
Yes.
That's good that he's coming
I was
back.
gonna ask John because you're such a rom-com enthusiast. Have you seen the rom-com like trilogy that's got Ethan Hawke and
Boyhood?
Oh yeah, Before Sunrise, Before
Sunrise.
Sunset. I don't know. I haven't seen the third one because that one
and
came
then
out
Before
recently.
Midnight? No, I haven't seen any of them, but
Just
I just thought that I
midnight.
only like found out about them like this year or something, and I was like, that's a thing. I'm
They're
like,
not
oh.
really rom-coms. They
Well,
are.
like a romantic story or
Yeah,
whatever.
I mean,
Roms.
have you seen like
Mama.
Richard Linklater's like earlier movies?
Maybe it's like a
You
comedy
have to give
drama rom, like a CD rom.
Yeah.
but it's
comedy drama
it's
rom.
just monologue
Monologue.
after monologue or dialogue. It's a lot of just like because it's they spend a night together in Paris.
Yeah.
That's the Before
The
Sunrise.
dream.
And
Paris.
it's basically them just getting to know each other. Like that's the
Yeah.
whole movie. So it's them talking about philosophy and about love and about all this different stuff. Yeah. So it's like if you're looking for like a rom-com,
Better watch.
you're not gonna find it.
When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah.
Yep, there
But
you go.
it really is. I
Better
felt
watch
so warm
Blast from the
after.
Past.
Blast from the
So
past.
warm after Before Sunrise. I fucking loved it.
Made you
I'm
feel
gonna need to
warm.
watch it maybe.
want
I
Uh,
just thought because I just thought of that recently. I love a rom com too. You know me.
Yeah. There are very few rom-coms I feel like that I haven't seen.
Same.
the third Fockers movie.
Yeah, I
Which
guess
one is
not.
that? Meet the
I think it's called like Little Fockers or something.
Little
like
Fockers.
Yeah,
that.
Little
I think
Fockers.
that becomes less rom and just calm.
Just calm.
just
Yeah.
calm, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're already rommed.
Yeah.
The ROMs
Yeah.
happened.
I do love the cat flush the
Oh,
toilet.
Jinxie the cat?
Good old Jinxie.
I haven't watched that movie since I became a cat person. I'll have to go back.
What movie?
Meet the Parents because there's a cat in it.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's awesome.
All I get are cat TikToks now because it used to be whenever I saw a cat TikTok, I'd forward it to Jacob.
Yeah.
But now it's like, oh,
It's spread like a virus.
you love cat videos.
Yeah.
And so
That's
it's-
all my TikTok
I
is.
get a lot
Yeah.
of animals.
I love seeing like basic ass videos, like viral cat TikToks, like cat loves this toy, and I'm like, hell yeah, man, fuck me up. Let me see this shit. Yeah. Let me look at this. Okay.
The new thing I've been getting, which is like sometimes they're really funny, but it's just a collection of still image memes. Where
I
it's
see-
someone just scrolling through
Oh, I get
these
it
still
too.
image memes.
You can scroll it yourself.
You can?
Yeah,
Really?
it's just pictures.
What the hell?
What? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
I just skipped those because I thought I couldn't do anything.
Well, no, because they're to music.
Yeah, I know.
But I feel like they move on the beat. Really? Interesting.
Yeah, I'll show you one if I can.
Charlotte, you got to experience some of what I always experience when I travel during this trip, where I'm constantly looking at pictures of my cats when I'm away from them for more than a day.
He was. I
You
was,
miss them?
Yeah, of
I was
course.
doing-
I miss them so
I
much.
was doing
Oh
that
my
too.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was missing the goddamn hell out of her.
Do you miss
Oh.
them right now?
Yes, maybe.
Yeah, I don't like saying goodbye.
Yeah. I was such a bummer because like I had a concert later yesterday evening.
Oh,
that I
yeah.
had to go to.
Nice shirt,
And-
by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got this there. It was the Midnight. It's a synthwave band. But I was coming home and I was gonna meet Tara there. She was already waiting in line. She got me the tickets for my birthday. But like I needed to go like immediately.
Yeah.
So like I called an Uber when I was in Rick's car. We were behind my Uber, like driving to my house. I'm like, there it is. Follow that Uber. And then like I just had to run inside. I pet Ziggy a little bit, and then I just like threw my stuff in, and I had to go immediately. And I was like, oh, I wanted a longer reunion than this.
Here, John. This is what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. look at
Oh,
that.
wow. You can scroll
It
through
will
it.
go itself too, I think.
Yeah. It goes itself. So I would sit there, and if the first one wasn't good, I'd be like,
But yeah, you can. Just,
why am I wasting my time staring at this?
Oh, I didn't
The
know
to continue, look at all those ducks.
On our way to Starbucks. Yeah.
I just want to get another look at
My
you.
boyfriend sent this to me. He
Well,
said,
okay,
"This is
look
us
at
This is so you.
at the
Um,
mall fixing the camera set."
I'm fostering
mhm.
because I mean like I kind of
Commitment,
intended
yeah.
to foster fail, but I also had never had a cat or a pet of my own. There's always like a family pet, and so like I applied to adopt officially. Still waiting to hear back. But there was a question. I mean, they want you to. It's pretty serious, but
Yeah.
like it's like cats can live up to 20 years. Are you prepared for this commitment? And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, 20 years. I was like, holy shit. And
Yeah.
I was like,
I
of
had
course.
Same
Yeah, I know
question.
what.
Same question. You have to think about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the next
Yeah.
at least decade of your life.
I mean, cats are they're just around.
Yeah, they're just around.
They're just around.
They don't really change that much until they're really, really old.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're feeding them cheeseburgers.
That's
So
true.
that's probably bad. But yeah, like, I mean, she'll get ornery, but like, I was like, oh my God, 20, I'll be 48 possibly. when
Almost
this-
50 years old.
Yeah, almost 50 years old when this cat may be at the end of the road. And I'm like, sitting like poolside, like you talk about getting existential on trips. And I was like, yes, of course.
It was a lot when I was like, doing my paperwork for Ireland, which was about a year ago. So it's like about a year ago, I was going through that same thing where,
I circumvented the system, just found my cat.
You just found your cat in a
Yeah.
bush.
In a
yeah.
bush.
I found it with the bushes.
and I don't even think about
I
it.
still want to fix Ziggy's tail. Anytime I see Ziggy, I know it's like when you're like driving and everyone gets those irrational urges that
Yeah.
they'll never act on, where it's like, I could swerve into traffic right now, or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you
It's
mean.
whenever I see Ziggy's tail, I go,
That's his
wanna
namesake.
snap that thing.
I'll have to change his name. if
Yeah,
he-
you'd have to call him
Slimmy.
Straighty.
Yeah, no. That was like, that just reminded me of when you were over and we were watching Lord of the Rings and the cats were actually warming up to everybody.
Mhm.
We're hanging around and stuff. And there was like a sweater or something you left on the ground that was black. And you just picked it up and walked to the kitchen. And we all thought you picked up Barry.
Yeah.
And just took off with them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
well,
miss those cats.
we're nearing the end of the podcast, so I'd like to spend the next 2 or so minutes just talking about the drunk stream.
Hype it up.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So John Holland and I have produced this drunk stream. Sadly, John Holland will not be able to be there.
He's
John
working
and
on
John.
other stuff.
Yeah, him and John are both in Austin, or
I'm
Mondo
Mondo.
and
You're
John are
John.
both in Austin. So there's really, it's going to be a slim crew, but
all of
it's-
us are going to be there.
Yeah, we're all going to be there. It's going to be fun.
Be spooky.
There's going to be some spooky stuff. There's going to be a magic talking mirror.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, sordid
There's going to
cast of
be,
characters.
we're going to have a little ghost friend that helps out with stuff.
Oh my god.
There's going to be, all of the shots are going to be in little potion bottles.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's going to be bobbing for blood oranges.
Blood is very scary.
Right?
But
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
need it to live.
Well, it's regular
I love a
oranges, but they're
orange.
floating in blood.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Blood.
Oh, we should make the water red.
Just
Yeah.
Fill it with food coloring.
So he's not going to see this beforehand, but Ryan is going to be the only one who has to do the bobbing. One, because of like COVID, whatever. We don't want everybody
We're
putting
not
their head
all
in the
putting
same
our
thing.
faces
He's
in
got
a big
the
vat.
chompers for
But
it.
also, he's going to get so wet that
He won't mind.
Ryan, yeah,
Yeah,
he's the
he'll
only
love
one
it.
I feel like who wouldn't mind bobbing for apples in the middle of the street.
Keep an
I've
eye
never-
out for any videos that come in November where the top of his shirt is dyed red.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's pretty
it's
much
going to be a
like-
lot of them. Lindsay,
I broke something over
Yeah.
here.
Lindsay just
Uh,
broke our set.
What time does it start?
It starts at 2 p.m. Pacific. And if you do miss the stream, it will be dropping as a video on the 28th.
The end of
this month.
October.
Right before Halloween.
Right before
Right
Halloween.
before Halloween.
Wait, are people going to be in costumes?
People are going to be in costumes. And we're also going to film a video afterwards, which I think what we're going to do is drunks versus sobers. Because Charlotte and Patrick are going to be sober for the stream. They're the wranglers / hosts.
Mhm.
Yes.
There's a cool name.
I am overjoyed to be not drinking.
Do you want to maybe tell them who your character is?
I would love to. I will be portraying the Master of Ceremonies. Or has the Master of Ceremonies been portraying Charlotte all along? I got some steampunk garb and a really stupid costume. I'm gonna paint my face white and gel my hair all the way back.
Ghost host with the most.
The
Oh
ghost
my
host
God.
with the most. Yeah, it is just like an embarrassment of puns already. John came to me to ask for a name for something, and Lindsay has thrown out some really spectacular stuff. It's gonna be
good.
fun. Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. I am I can't. I am so excited to be not drinking
Yeah.
for it.
There's a lot of fun goofs and everything.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a grand old
especially
time.
because it'll be Patrick and I, and just kind of like trying to hold it all together.
Yeah.
So excited to see Patrick as what he's gonna
Yes,
be.
yes, it'll be really good.
Very fitting.
I kind of want to like shoot things for Ship Hits the Fan of
Yeah.
just us like looking like that.
Yeah, I'm excited. 'cause
Very
all have
ghoulish.
Had a nice 5-day break from drinking too much.
Oh
Drink
yeah.
some more.
You're gonna catch up.
It's been like every weekend, like or a week, because like this was my birthday, and
Yeah.
then like there was just like I don't know. I feel like
Life.
there's always life.
Went to
Yeah,
brunch.
it's
With the
so
brunch.
it's so funny because like I just like kind of I didn't stop drinking, but I just don't drink like I used to.
Yeah.
And like the weekend prior to the trip, I was like I had one cider on Friday, and that was it. And I felt pretty good, and then I went to yoga the following week. I started making dinners, and then cut to Arizona where it's like, you know what this coffee and ice cream would be good with? Kahlua. and like we just ruined our bodies, and then also got dehydrated. It was like, oh, okay, I'm done my
forgot about
morning
the
drinking with
Kahlua
Bloody
affogatos.
Marys and
The
mimosas.
Kahlua avocados. Yeah, it was great.
All right,
Tune into
well-
the drunk stream.
Go
Drunk
tune
stream.
in.
Yeah, everybody go watch tomorrow. It's gonna be a grand old
There
time.
is
be
nothing
amazing.
scarier than alcoholism.
Friday.
All right. We will see y'all next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Fare thee well.
Deuces.
Bye.